Hey y'all, what's up? The Right Way Podcast. We going. Y'all should just heard the conversation just started. Oh, tonight is going to be crazy. So we're gonna be talking about physical media is not dead, y'all. And we got my usual suspects. We got the King Clown himself right here, Mr. Steven. What's up, King Clown? Captain Nerd, what's up?
King Clown, Captain Nerd.
Yes.
You're the one that does stupid dances in your videos and everything like that. Oh, you can dance. You can dance.
See, I told you I gave you a chance. You know what? Never mind.
Listen, you took a shot. I took a shot.
Hey, you need to take a shot.
Oh my goodness, you guys! What it is? Happy Friday, Ness in the house, in a partially empty house with a shelf that I'm trying to rebuild.
Dude, tell her about your challenge because this is crazy.
Yeah, man. So your boy is goofy. I removed everything out of my game room, and I'm still waiting for somebody to buy my house. But since it's empty for all the house showings, I said, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to go ahead and see how many games I can fill and put in these shelves until the house is sold. So that's exactly what it's going to be. I'm going to do this challenge and fill these shelves up as much as I can before I move out of here, just so I can pack them all up. Man, in another storage bin.
Does it matter what type of games or just anything?
I'm going for, so it's going to be a mix. A lot of Xbox stuff. A few PlayStation things here and there, and then maybe a couple of Neo Geo games. But yeah, we'll see what happens.
Okay.
No rhyme or reason to it.
No rhyme or reason. Man, it's been crazy tonight. Just at this King Fruit Loop Captain Nerd down here at the bottom with his new studio or a new area in the studio. It looks nice, man. Tell everybody about your new studio, man. It looks really good. I like it though. So I ain't gonna mess with you tonight.
I've just been calling it the new studio, but I'm actually in my console game room. I know you guys usually see me in my arcade room. And it kind of sounds weird, but I do have two separate rooms. And so there's without getting nerdy and geeky, because I don't want Steve to have a heart attack over there, fall off his chair backwards, we'll have to revive him. But I have a portable broadcasting setup I wanted to test out. So yeah, here we are. We're in the game room, long story short. So now you get to see a little bit of my domain.
Hey, everybody in the chat, let me know what y'all think about it. It's pretty good too. I like it though. I like all the.
Yeah, I like it. It's nice.
I like it. You got Game Boys back there. NES stuff I'm looking at, like Wii. I mean, you got Donkey Kong playing back there. It's good, man. You got the Amiibos on the top. What type of TV? What type of RGB TV? Is that RGB? What is it?
That's actually it's a Samsung CRT flat screen.
Did you RGB that or is it regular?
Oh no, this is just regular setup.
It looks RGB. Crisp too, though.
Yeah, it is. It's really crispy.
It's really crisp. What size is that?
This is 19 inch.
It doesn't matter what size it is.
I walked into that. I walked into that. Here, I think he's being serious.
I walked into that too. I didn't even realize he was doing that.
Man. I got you. No, but seriously, what is that? I got you. I like it though.
No, I have it set up through RGB, and then I have an adapter from Stone Age Gamer that's supposed to clarify it a little bit, and it's actually doing really well. So,
yeah, hold on. I'm gonna look how that is nice.
Yeah, let me do this. Let's see if I can pull back so you can kind of see it a little bit better.
That's nice.
I got my Jaguar, my TurboGrafx, and my Master System all hooked up to the CRT because for light gun games. Because you can't do it on a flat screen. Yeah.
Dang, man. That's so. You got everybody look at this video like that's nice.
I have that.
I miss my games behind me now.
You know what, guys? Before we get into everything tonight, TVs like this right here are starting to make its way back, and these TVs are starting to be more expensive now.
Like you ain't kidding.
Oh yeah.
Like what? Pre-COVID, like these TVs were like $10 a dozen. Now people want $100, $200. I'm like, oh my gosh, like
somebody offered me $200 for this.
No more. Somebody asked people just give them away for free, but now they're like, If you
What did you pay for yours? I paid $20 for mine, but I've been offered $20.
I got this at Goodwill.
Oh, I got it from a guy on Facebook Market. But.
Now the other TV is a PVM. That's a prevent. You know one of those. Yeah. I paid $400 for that one. So, but it's nice.
That's a deal.
Yeah, that's a deal. Yeah, because them things can go like $600-700.
Yeah, and Elliot's like, yeah, my stuff's in storage.
Yeah, it is.
I'm just gonna sit over here, guys, and look at my little shelf over here.
Yeah,
I have more. I promise you, I have more.
You know, I went out to the house earlier this evening to go. Man, these dudes have already started. They practically finished up the frame, and they're already starting to put in windows and all this stuff. So I'm gonna go back out there because they were still working. So I'll go back there and walk it out.
Are you excited?
And then now I am. Now that
it doesn't matter if you're excited or not.
See how you see how this nerd try to do. He don't get his own jokes. He just sometimes he gets stuff okay.
There's the guy that quotes The Rock. He doesn't get his own jokes.
Who wouldn't quote The Rock? What are you talking about?
This guy up here,
the biggest star on the planet. Come on. Yes, I would definitely quote The Rock. The one who gave me that belt over there that you can't see because everything's dark right now. Yes, my best friend, The Rock. That's right.
He said my best friend.
My best friend, The Rock. But no, speaking of best friends and The Rock tonight, y'all, we got some stuff. We got some subjects to talk about because first, Sony been having a bad week, and as a PlayStation gamer, it's pretty sad to see this stuff, y'all. I cannot believe what's going on. So we're gonna talk about it real quick. Two things happened, right? Sony laid off like 900 people, lost their jobs, and this also kind of goes to people stop wishing that people will lose a job or something goes away. Like people keep wishing GameStop will go away. Stop doing that. Look, people losing their jobs. Oh, yes, we talking about video games, but these people right here, it's really sad. It's heartbreaking to see this. You know, The Verge was reporting, everybody else. Sony laid off 900 PlayStation employees, and this is from different places around the world. And also, they also stopped a lot of live service games, which thank God, that's one good thing. Because we saw with the Suicide Squad, my gosh, they shouldn't even did that. And then also too, you know, like the Last of Us 2, that live service or that whatever that game was going to be that multiplayer thing. Y'all hear about that? The multiplayer Last of Us.
They butchered that up.
Yeah, they messed that up. The Last of Us, like multiplayer, wherever that thing was going to be, they've been stopped that. It was talking about they was working on like a new Twisted Metal game, and they scrapped that.
Yeah,
so many different things that happened. Here's a tweet real quick. I'm gonna put it back up. It says, Sony president. I'm not even gonna go for that.
Karaoke to Toki.
See, no, my big lips were like, no, I can't do that. No. I got tongue tied and everything. See, he said, operating to grow PlayStation games, PC, and multi-platform. Look at Steve. What is wrong with you, man? Why are you laughing? He's turning red over there. Captain Dirty, why you turning red? We're talking about people losing their job, and he over here laughing at people. See, you see this clown.
I'm laughing at you.
I know you are. But what do y'all think about this, guys? What about this Sony thing? And also, EA canceled 670 freaking jobs too. I know, Ness, I know you kind of don't like them because they made you buy a PlayStation 5.
Well, I mean, so it wasn't even them that had the rights for KOTOR. It was Embracer, right? Because they bought Asper, who was doing it, right? So it was all blended together. I think from that perspective, Star Wars is probably one of those franchises that has the worst luck ever because and that's not just for KOTOR, it's just for everything. Like there's a bounty hunter game, it gets announced, that gets canceled. There's this other game that it just gets canceled. So it's kind of the bad luck of whatever studio gets their hands on it. But from the EA standpoint, the biggest red flag that I had was what's going to happen to Mass Effect 4, right? Right. So, I did my due diligence and, they came out with a press release and said, hey, that's not going anywhere. The folks that are involved with that's still going, which, EA would be dumb to not have resources for Mass Effect, because that's definitely a game that everyone's asking for. Hopefully that they'll, in some form or fashion, make up for what Andromeda was. It is what it is. It's worth at least one playthrough. It's not, it's not a good Mass Effect game.
Elliot, did they say what games they're? I mean, because they hold the franchise for like The Sims, they hold the franchise for like Apex Legends. Like, are they killing those? I mean, because Apex Legends is.
No, Apex isn't going anywhere.
People still playing Apex Legends?
Yeah. There's still Twitch streamers that play it all the time. Yeah, I follow.
I'm not into like the world, like the Minecrafts and the Apex and the Overwatch. I'm not into that, so I didn't know they still.
Yeah. Even Overwatch. I play Overwatch a little bit, but Apex Legends. I mean, there's a whole cult following around that, just like Call of Duty. So I'd be curious. This going back to Sony too. I'm curious to see, did they say what divisions they were laying off, or did they just say, we're just canning 900 people and you're going to see the trickle down effect?
It was different places. It was like, I know Ness would probably say some, but like people from Naughty Dog, some people overseas. What else you hear, Ness?
Yeah, I don't have the exact details on which divisions were, but
here it is right here. Here it is right here. I said there would be impact for employees across all SIE regions, Americas, EMEA, Japan, APAC. Several PlayStation studios are affected. It's in the UK. PlayStation Studios London will close. Will close entirely.
That's a hit right there. The London studio. They've been a part of some really solid games in the past.
It said there would be reductions in Fire Sprite Studio. Was us right here in Japan, where we implement the next career support program. And okay, so that's one thing right there, right? Sony in Japan, because I think like what 3 or 4 years ago, like at the end life cycle, well, not end life cycle, but the PlayStation 4 generation, they kind of started moving away from the Japan studios, and they started moving everything over here, which was kind of weird to me because I thought PlayStation was like, not you say number one, but we're doing really well in Japan, but they moved all this stuff to the States. I was like, that was really weird. I'm still like tripping off of that.
Yeah, it's interesting because between the two, I mean, between Sony and EA, I mean, that's a little over 1,500 people that got laid off, and it's
never good when somebody lose their job.
No.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's just across the board. There's layoffs all over the place. It's not just in the video game industry. There was a couple of years there where I was like, man, I wouldn't mind moving into the gaming industry and see if I can dabble somewhere in there. And I'm like, I see all this. I'm like, nope. This is not the climate to be making a shift into that industry right now. At least, but I mean, we have it every, someone gets acquired, then they wipe out, a portion of that workforce. We saw that with Microsoft when they acquired Activision and Blizzard. There were some layoffs there. It's unfortunate for all those folks. I know there was a tweet from was it Larian Studios? The CEO said, hey, if you're for those who have lost jobs and you need a place, basically we're hiring, so reach out, give us your resumes, if you're in the gaming industry. So I thought that was really cool that a studio like that did Baldur's Gate 3 saying, hey, we understand the impact, we need more gaming. We need more devs, more individuals who are about gaming. We'd love to have you. So I thought that was pretty cool that he put that out there. Who knows how many openings that means, but maybe for a few lucky few out there that have lost their jobs, maybe that might be something for them to dabble into.
So I was looking at this comment what Keg put in, right? And I was just thinking that, and he just put that up, we see it right here.
True.
I really do think that is one of the byproducts of what happened. Because
100%.
As Steve said, like a couple weeks ago, just throw away those 2 years. Just throw away those, and also throwing those 2 years away. If we really be honest with ourselves, we haven't been getting quality real games. Like I really don't think the PlayStation 5 and the Series X generation really started. You don't see it. You don't see that, like, that jump. You don't see it on the Xbox. You don't see it on the PlayStation. Even I'm a big Spider-Man fan. I didn't see that on Spider-Man 2. It looked just like a really cleaned up, polished.
Can we be fair though? It's not just in the video game sector that we see quality degraded from those 2 years.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Automobiles. If you bought an auto, like I didn't buy one in 2020, but I know friends who bought it in 2020 and they had problem after problem after problem with a brand new vehicle.
Yep.
The effects, to me, that's why I say just throw those years away. Just throw them away. Make them as if in development.
Leap years, huh?
Exactly right. I think you're spot on with this. I think these companies overreached. They overhired. I know my company, we didn't do that. We only hired like 1 or 2 people, and we were like, yeah, that's it.
And now
that everybody's dealing with the fallout.
And it's sad too, because we kind of in the back of our mind knew this, but we were so I ain't gonna say desperate, but we were so like we needed something to do, because none of us really. Well, if you're introvert, this was probably the best time for you. Honestly, oh, this is great.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
not dealing with nobody. Me, I'm an introvert, so I can do both. But I'll struggle during that time sometimes. I had to get out. I just can't stay cooped up, and a lot of people felt that way. But now you're seeing all this stuff like, all right, everything is getting back to normal, like right now. Now stuff is starting like, all right, we gotta take this stuff away. Even Ness, you was talking about. Going back into the office, like, man, do I have to go back in the office? Like, it's got accustomed to a lifestyle. Now they're trying to rip it back because,
man, when I tell you that, my entire career has been in a building, in an office, at a warehouse, whatever, and I've been on my feet, and I've been moving. I'm in front of customers. I'm in front of employees, whatever, for the last 20 plus years. And someone says, hey, you got to go home and you got to stay home and you got to learn to work at home, and your whole purpose of working is feeding off of the people around you, being able to support those individuals and all that. And we completely said, we ripped that out, our complete way of life, and said, guess what? Hey, you've got to change this. And then in that process, we have all these companies trying to figure out, okay, well, what can we do? Because now there's demand for certain things that we weren't prepared for. We need more bodies in place to make this happen, right? Now the materials aren't there, but we need to hire more people. So now the domino effect after so many years of going through that is, okay, we've gone back to normal. Things have dwindled down, but now we have this overpopulated corporation now that needs to be cut and trimmed down some, because now spending has stopped. Consumer spending isn't like it once was. I'm not going to get into the economy and numbers and all that crap.
No,
we're not doing all that. But I'm just saying
that has
but it's true too. Yeah, I mean that's all a domino effect, and we're not done. It's not over. It's just going to continue to process until we finally hit that. Call it a support level. Hopefully we don't fall through that, and then we see what else happens. But hopefully we hit that level and say, okay, we're done. Everything has calmed down. And then maybe from a video game perspective, we see companies say, okay, we know where we're at now. We lived through these last, 3 or 5 years of situations where we saw new gamers, we saw old gamers, the demand for physical, the demand for digital. Do we need consoles? We saw the worst scalping situation in history for consoles, and people couldn't get them. I mean, hell, I was on YouTube watching live streams to see, okay, so-and-so dropped a console, go get it. Oh, it's gone in 30 seconds. What?
It's gone.
Just to see them on eBay 5 minutes later for double the price. And people were paying that.
Yeah.
Because they had to have it. The FOMO was real.
It was
My
so real.
my sister-in-law managed to. I don't know if she started doing where you purchase a bot to buy them.
Oh
She
yeah.
bought herself a $3,000 MacBook Pro with the proceeds of scalping all the systems that she was getting. She must have sold like 13 or 15 like PlayStation 5s and Xbox because she was able to get them and nobody else could. So she would sell them for 2-3 times the price and buy a brand new MacBook Pro. I was mad at her for it, but hey, I mean, hey, good on her. I mean, that's
you would ask a sister like that, and you know this gamers right here.
No, but it's again, that's the United States, that's America. It's a land of opportunity, and people want to put down somebody for doing that.
Well, look,
that's
DCB said the same thing. Said, I'm not gonna lie, I paid way too much.
See, there you go. But he doesn't regret it
either. Yeah, I mean, people tell him like that.
Some people, I mean, they want it. Just like the portal. I seen some joker he wants for a used portal.
Mm-hmm.
He claims it's only 3 months old. He wants $225 to $250 for it. You are insane, sir. Insane.
I mean, as soon as the portals drop, man, they sell out. Every time I see him, like I follow Wario64. So guys, follow Wario64.
Yeah.
As soon as he dropped it, and also when you follow him, make sure you get all his tweets. Because you'll wake up and like, oh shoot, he tweeted something, go get it, and boom. That's how I got a lot of. I make sure that's the only tweet. That's the only account I actually like get all of their tweets like and notifications for. Because I don't want to miss out on stuff. Like I done got like $5-7 games, got some good stuff. Follow Wario64. He probably don't know that we exist, but still follow that man for deals.
Yeah, he gets the updates like in real time. It's like it's insane. Yeah,
it is insane.
Do you see that comment from Grailbound there in the comments there?
You heard him, Elliot.
Grailbound Gaming. It's in the comment section.
He said, "Do y'all scalping?" I think it's a bad. Okay, it depends, right? Because
really,
no scalping. I think it is not. No, seriously, I look at it different. Like scalping. Well, okay, look at different as scalping. You're going to buy a product, you don't have nothing interest in it, and you're going to try to sell it for profit. All right, but what if, like, say, hey, you had a chance? Because I had a chance to buy 2 PS5s during that time and sell one. Now it's depending on how you are, If you got 2 PS5s, with some of us, who I also shout out Alex, he's sick right now, y'all. He might be back in the next week, but Alex ain't selling nothing, so he ain't no scalper.
No, he's not.
He's just a hoarder. He's a huge hoarder, like he's a king hoarder. Now he might watch it laughing. But like if I bought 3 PS5s and I'm gonna intend to sell one, that's kind of borderline scalping. But am I a bad person because I don't do it? It depends.
Let me twist that a little bit then.
Okay.
Because I'm anti-scalper. I won't buy a scalper product. So let me just state.
No, I won't buy it either.
But let me ask you something. Are you forcing me to buy your overpriced, inflated PS5? Are you forcing me to buy it?
No, I'm not for it. That's what I'm saying. I'm not forcing you to buy it. And people make the
decision. It's my decision to pay double for your place. It's supply and demand, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So how is that wrong? The person buying it is the moron that's buying it for 2, 3, 4 times the price.
Are they the moron? Because you know what? Like during Christmas, like what they really want to get their significant other or their child this system or this game or this doll or this toy or whatever. And they say, you know what? I'm gonna bite the bullet because I want to make them happy.
That's it.
Does that make them a moron? They don't make them a moron.
I'm indifferent to just that particular statement. I don't think anybody's moronic or anything like that for wanting something, and whatever they see as the value for that item. If they say I'm paying $1,000 because I want that, I need that, I don't care if it's cheaper. I just have to be patient and wait. It is what it is. Would I do that? No, but that's just me personally. The way I look at it is this. The issue I have with scalping, and if for those of you in the chat, if you're scalpers and that's how you make your living, more power to you. You've figured out your hustle, you're making your money. Not going to knock that, not going to hate on it in any form or fashion. Where I have the issue is like, if I'm a consumer and a company says, hey, we're going to release 200 units to this store, 200 units to this store, 200 units to this store. Now you're not buying directly from manufacturer. You're buying through a third party now. So you're going to the middle person, the middle business. But there also needs to be some parameters in place. There should never be a situation where one whatever you want to call it, a bot or a person or whoever, is able to accumulate 20 of the same item all at once within a matter of 20 or 30 seconds. I have a problem with that.
I do.
That you are gaming the system for your benefit. Why not? If these companies know that this is a hot commodity item at the time, you're dropping a new console, you understand that there's going to be plenty of consumers out there that want that item. So why not put parameters in place? Hey, one per person, one per customer. But then you go into the place where they're running multiple bots now, because they've figured that out too. So now I'm going to have 2 or 3 bots, and I'll pick up 3 here. I'll go to the next release and do 3 or 4 there. It is what it is. But to me, it took me months to get a PS5. Xbox One Series X, not so much. I was able to get it on drop, and I almost missed it, but I got it.
You know what? I really do think.
Well, can I clarify one real quick, Steve? Can I clarify?
Yeah, go ahead.
The people that I'm calling idiots or stupid are the ones that are complaining that they overpaid for this because it was your choice.
Yeah, I get that.
I'm not saying. Listen, if your kid's in the hospital and this is what's going to bring them joy at Christmas time, like Steve said, and the only way you're going to get it is by paying 3 times the amount, you're not stupid. You're being a good parent. The way I see it. I'm talking about the people that are sitting there. Oh, this person's charging $2,000 for a $500 item. Don't buy it.
Yeah, don't buy it.
Don't buy it.
Because like I said many times on this podcast, that video games is a want, not a need. It's a luxury. It's really a luxury item that really you don't need. You don't need. But I was going to say is I wish like companies like eBay and GameStop, I wish eBay would put a rule like, say the Switch 2 is coming out, right? You cannot list the Switch 2 until like 60 days after it comes out, or like any kind of new system or shoes or anything. But they're not going to do that because they won't make that money. I wish GameStop would put in harder put in better parameters to stop all of a sudden. They see like an address that like it's getting like multiples. Like I said, you can only get 1 system every 30 days or 2 systems every 30 days or something like that. I wish they'd put something like that in. Or they see a multiple counts, like say, all right, we're going to charge you a restocking fee and for order so many or something like that. And stop some of this kind of crap, Well,
wait a second. Let's think back to the C word, because I don't want your video to get nailed here on YouTube. We all know what the C word is.
Which one?
Let's think back to common household necessities. Common household necessities.
No, YouTube will do this. I'm sorry, man.
No,
yes,
they will.
They
if
will.
you mention it, they will.
You kind of mention it over and over. I think not mention it, but if you like do misinformation with it, it will kind of flag your video. And
but let's think back. You don't think that they scalp toilet paper?
They scalp
antibacterial soap?
That was insane. The toilet paper is so crazy.
Well, no, wait a second. Why do we not expect them to? When people buy things and they think that somebody else is going to have a hard time getting it, they want to profit off of it, even if it means, Elliot, you can't wipe your butt.
It's getting wiped some kind of way.
Listen, I told my wife,
I'm gonna use my hand.
Listen, I told my wife, I said, I'll take this outside. I'll get the hose out. I don't care. We'll get the hose out. I'll buy a bidet or something. Like, seriously, like I don't get it. Like, people do that. Like, who was the guy?
Hold on just a minute. Y'all, we just reached a milestone. 101 folks in this chat. Thank y'all so much. We're getting ready to talk about this physical media, but we are. Hey, put your question in the chat. Thank you, 104. Thank you so much, people.
We're talking about wiping Elliot's butt. So
wait, just come out. No, we're not. Pause. Pause. Wait a minute.
But no, wait. We should go back just like that guy that overstocked all that toilet paper stuff, and then it was everybody could get it, right? And now he's stuck with a house.
To that point, we saw that on the tail end of it with the PS5s and the Xboxes. We saw that on the tail end. Folks started bringing their prices back down because guess what? The stores had them at MSRP. So now I'm like, well, I still have 10 consoles here. I got to get rid of them. What am I going to do here? I got to make a profit. Maybe I'll sell them for $50 overpriced. Maybe somebody will buy it, or maybe not. Right? I mean, the only consoles I see out there are the specialty consoles. The Halo Infinite Series X's. They're still going for like $850, which is insane to me.
Oh, so, hey, and real quick, before we get back into the thing, since we hit like 100, that was really good, and then went back down. I don't know if that was whatever. We've been getting ready to give away a PlayStation 5 game, Scarlet Nexus, on the PlayStation 5. So, in the chat, what you got to do to win this? We're gonna play the numbers game like I always do. Don't do yet. I'm gonna give you it again in a minute though. But
and hold on,
I want Steve. I want you to pick a number between 1 and 100. Not yet, guys. Do not put anything. Do not.
And you only get one chance.
Everybody has to put the hashtag Fruity Pebbles in the chat room to enter.
All right, so he's gone for the night now. All right, this is the Fruity Pebbles podcast. Pick a number and then send it to the private chat so I know. But pick a number right now. But this is what we're gonna do. To win this right here, we're gonna give away 2 games tonight. So the first game is going to be Scarlet Nexus on the PS5. Yes, guys, the game is in here. Look, it is complete. There you go. Nice PS5 game. For your collection, I will mail out on Monday. Might mail out tomorrow. But to win it, you got to make sure you're following the show. You got to be following me on Twitter. So you got to, or Instagram, and you got to DM me your address, and you will get the game. So, Steve has sent the number in. I want to make sure my number, I look at my glasses. All right. So I know people looked at my glasses one time and saw the number. So
how?
I don't know.
You see how thick his glasses are?
I don't
got the magnifying glasses, them bifocals.
All right, guys. So here we go. You want to win Scarlet Nexus in 3, 2, 1. Put a number. The first one who gets it will win it. Here we go. Let's go. And do not type in that. You will be disqualified. Let's go. 1, 2. Who almost said the goddamn number?
Come on now.
I almost said the number.
He's the wrong person to be doing this. You should have did the hashtag Fruity Pebbles. I listen, I started it.
Shut up. All right, I'm gonna give y'all a minute. All right,
dang, man.
Give me a minute on the clock.
What did you do it? One between the numbers between 1 and what?
1 and 100.
Okay.
Elliot, you saw the number, right?
I did.
Okay.
So when it pops up, we're gonna like stop. You know.
I'm watching too. Yeah.
There ain't nobody close.
I picked a good number.
You did.
A good number.
I actually thought that would be the around the first, so that was good.
You did a real good number.
Oh, you went all the way to 1 to 100, man. Geez. Oh, there's 100 people.
Oh, stop! Somebody got it.
Stop!
Somebody got it. We got it. We got a winner right here,
right there.
Man, good job. The number was 15. And we have 15 seconds left.
I ain't even following the rules. We said one person, one number. You get one.
No. I mean the first person. No, the first person who get it. That's
okay.
The first person who get it.
I thought it was. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I'll be quiet.
No. All right. So
congratulations.
Yeah, and the timer's done. All right.
That's actually Alex Incognito. I sent him the number. I'm just kidding.
It would be Alex, wouldn't it?
I'm just kidding. That's not Alex. It's not Alex.
He probably has like a dozen of these at this point, so he don't need any more.
The next game we're going to give away is from Elliot, Need for Speed Most Wanted, a great game on the PlayStation 2 Retro. It is complete, so we're going to give away that game next, but it'll be coming up after a while, so make sure I would need everybody to hit the like button so YouTube will know. Let me refresh this page. How many likes do we have? We have 47. I need to get 75 so I can, and if I get 75, I might do a third one. So
I want to give one away.
Huh?
I
Steve,
want
you
to
wanna
give
go
one
away?
away, but you
I
keep
brought
telling
him
me
games,
it's
so
terrible.
Wait, hey, if we get 80 likes, Steve will give a game away.
I'll give a game away. I actually got a good retro one. I'll give away.
All right, if we get to 80
ooh,
likes,
you know what?
Steve will
If we
give
can get 100 likes, I can. I'll tell you what.
you gonna be
Wait,
online?
wait.
You-
If we can get 100 likes, Steve has to rename this podcast to the Fruity Pebbles Podcast.
Ooh.
Do not listen to that freaking clown. Do not listen to him because you know what?
He asked me about rebranding. I'm trying to help him here.
You know what? I'm gonna kick your ass.
Listen, the card. Look at the thumbnail. Even Elliot said the thumbnail was awesome.
I thought it was dope. I'm not even gonna lie. I thought it was great.
Shut up. I'll get you out here too now.
All right.
He added himself back because I added him. So
all right, let's
It's an inside joke, guys. It's an inside joke.
it's an inside joke. He said, "Why are you?" No, it's an inside
Relax.
joke. It's an
Don't
inside
everybody
joke.
lose their marbles here.
I am not doing. Man, he must be out of his damn mind. Look, he said, he must be out of his. I ain't shitting on myself.
Oh, he was the first one to say it. He was the first one to say it.
You dropped it first.
Oh, I did say shit first, didn't I?
Yep,
Oh,
there's
you
the second
did
one.
it
We're good. I'm done.
I'm
done for the night.
The
The
pause
pause
podcast.
podcast.
Is this a thing now? Is this a thing? The first person to say that every week is a thing.
Well, I was under the influence last week. So it is what it is.
Yeah, let's talk about the brief more. Let's talk about that before we move to our next topic.
What?
What was wrong with you last week? You was lit last week.
Hey, it was a long week. It was a long week.
Podcast. It was Ness with his rare form. He was lit,
So
y'all.
what you guys didn't see is when we got off the air, Steve and I were talking about some stuff, and all of a sudden Elliot kicks back, and all of a sudden you see this.
Yeah, he fell asleep our little after show week when we were like,
We had been on for 3 hours, bro. I was tired.
All that alcohol got to him. He's like, "Yo, guys,
dude, he was
So
out. He was so out. He was like this.
He was gone.
I was out.
He wasn't coming back.
He was.
I bet you slept there the whole night, didn't you? You slept there the whole night. You didn't move.
Hey, appreciate it. Appreciate you.
Hey, he was out, y'all. It was so funny. But no, we're doing pretty good. But all right, so the next topic everybody came to hear about, and we're going to discuss this. Steve actually put this on our radar and stuff, and it's pretty darn good. We want to show you like this right here. Let's bring it up on stage and let's make it big. It says researchers have developed a very big disk.
Pause.
That can store up to 200 terabytes of data and may represent a return to optical media for long-term storage. And this is by the good old folks at PC Gamer, the global authority on PC games. So, Steve, you brought this to the attention into the chat. It was really good. At first, I was like, what the heck did he find? Then he said, oh, it's PC Gamer. I said, all right, cool. Because somebody, I guess, they stole their stuff word for word and put it on like a
even the picture
site.
They stole.
Yeah, it was on a bootleg site. I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
So, Steve, you brought this out to attention. Talk about this.
Well, I'm not 100% sure that it's going to bring back physical media because they want us to go digital, but it's actually a move in the right direction if you think about it, because according to the article, it can hold, I believe, Steve, if you want to pull it up, at like 2,000 PlayStation games.
Mm-hmm.
That's, you think about games like Final Fantasy and some of these other ones. Call of Duty, I think, is like 100 gigs. I mean,
and we'll put this in the chat so y'all can follow along, guys. We're gonna put this in the chat so y'all can follow along and read it. But yeah, that would go ahead. See, I'm sorry.
No, what I was gonna say was, going with this. Remember, I posed the question to you guys last year about Christmas time with kids and games, right? And we were like, how are you gonna have a kid on Christmas morning with all these servers download 200, 300, even a terabyte of data with games the way things are going, 4K, 8K, and they just keep getting bigger? I honestly think now maybe we possibly could be going through another cycle of larger discs, even if the majority of them are playing off of servers and you have a license key or whatever, however it works. I still think for these types of games, you're going to need a physical disc of some sort, right?
Yeah, because I'm looking at this right here. Like, so the game we just gave away, right? Scarlet Nexus was 16 gigabytes. So back in the PlayStation 2 era, this right here was 128 kilobytes. 120 kilobyte, and that was a lot. That was large back then. For here, Final Fantasy Rebirth just released. I think it's goodness gracious. Let me get it real quick, guys.
Is that like 300 gigs?
I got the I have it right here. So here it is, Rebirth, the limited. It is 160 gigabytes, 160, and it's 2 discs, 1 play disc.
Plus whatever it downloads, right?
Whole PlayStation gonna burn up.
Yeah, you
Just joking.
yeah, but you need 2 discs for this, right? So it's cool. This kind of giving me back, giving me good feelings of when Final Fantasy VII first released.
Oh yeah.
With 3 discs, right? So, but
can I add to this real quick before we continue this discussion? So somebody made a comment in the chat room about cost, and this is where I was going to go with this. So currently our games are $70. So with an increase of gigabytes and terabytes comes additional costs. So if they end up going this way, bigger games cost bigger money. I'm thinking we're going to be in the neighborhood of $99 per game if they go to something like this. Ness is shaking his head. No, I think it's possible that they're going to milk this. We're already at $70 to $75. What's another $25 for them? Me personally, that you want to pay that.
No, not that you want to pay that, but I'm almost inclined to think that they would actually charge more.
That's what I said. $99. More than $99.
More.
So
wow.
So look at this right here. We're already used to paying $99 for a game. How many people bought this week? This and didn't blink an eye because
how much was it?
This is $99.
Ness, what do you think the price is going to be?
Look, we got value for $99. We got like a steel book. What's this? A steel book, reversible cover, disc game, and art book. Now, this is just regular collector's edition, and on the podcast, we've been talking about how collector's editions over the years have been getting smaller and not less collectible. So, if this is $99, I absolutely think it's going to be less paying, but it's still going to get that money. Because look at this, like we all know, look at this. Well, like games, we like look at Black Friday, right? And when games go on discount, but look at the games that come out like 2 or 3 months before Black Friday. A lot of people hold off because they're hoping they'll get that deal at Black Friday, right? I think it's kind of going to be that effect now because more people are the C word, the 2 years and stuff made more people appreciate, should I spend my money on this or not, So
I think it's going to be, I think there's going to be a little bit of a mix here, right? Because we've got a situation where we have physical media that can hold that capacity of the game or potentially hold the capacity of the game. Okay. But that's clearly a different material that they're using for this disc.
All that stuff. Is this Ultra HD disc? Yeah, it is Ultra. It is Ultra US.
Yeah. So I mean, what your average Ultra HD disc when you go to the store and buy it is what, $30?
Oh, yeah.
$40, right?
Yeah,
it's a lot of money, right? So if your average DVD when it drops is generally between $19 and $25 on average, you double that for an Ultra HD, right? So if we're talking about a PlayStation 2 game that was $40-50, and then we've shifted over to PlayStation 5 where it's now, on average $70, and then for a limited edition or collector's edition, because we added just a little bit, it's $90. I'm inclined to think that we're going to be somewhere in the realm of $150.
I think for a collector's edition for $150, yes.
I think $200 for a collector's edition.
Yeah, no standard, because they got to look at it like the majority of video game players are kids. parents aren't going to spend $125 for.
They're doing that right now. Look at all the fast passes and skins and all this stuff right now. They're spending well over $150 at this point. Every other week, there's a kid asking for $5 for this, $10 for that, $20 for that. That adds up. They're spending $500 to $600 on that game per year.
I'm just going off of history. Everything's been moving up about $20 for every new game. Like
I get what you're saying. Yeah, I get what you're talking about.
That's where I'm going from that state. I hope you're wrong, but
I hope I'm wrong too.
Yeah, I mean, you can be right.
I hope I'm dead wrong.
I hope you're wrong too.
Because that would also mean the hardware, the game system. Now we're not talking going up to $600 or $700. We're talking $1,000 for
no, because we can already play those on the console. The console can handle that already.
Sony's not going to want you to know that. They're gonna, if they can charge you more, they're going to.
I mean, hell, today, you know what? Today I found out something that kind of pissed me off with the Sony PlayStation. It was just, I have Astro, A50s, the headset for my Xbox. I have them for my Xbox. So a buddy of mine's like, hey, I'm going to hop on Helldivers. Do you what's the best headset?
Hello.
Let me call a timeout on what I was just saying. Yes, CAG. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. Like it's a full circle. It's always a circle. The circle of life.
Neo Geo was a different breed though. Come on. Let's
look at the technology. The technology keeps increasing. People keep paying. Like hell, we're the ones that keep dropping $200 and $300 for a collector's edition we really don't need. What? I paid $300 for a steelbook. What? And a plastic.
You also buy $600-$700 Neo Geo games.
Yes, that's because we like doing it. But I'm saying, what's the logic in that? There's no logic in that.
No, there's no logic. There's no logic in any of this stuff that we do. Right?
None whatsoever. But we do it because we love it. Yeah. So it is what it is. But going back to it, I don't even know what I was doing now after we've even gone and sidetracked at this point.
Well, let's ask the chat room. If they do go to this. What do you think the? Do you agree?
Oh shoot!
Do you agree with Ness that they're going to be like $150 to $200 games with the special editions, or do you think that they're going to be that $20 increment that we've seen over the past years? And I'm not saying I'm right; it's just a guesstimate. I'm not saying he's right.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
What do you think, Steve?
I personally think that they're going to stick with that $20 increment, and I agree with Ness though. When you start getting into the special editions, I think they're going to go up to like, your $130, $150, depending on what they're giving you, because they got to get their money. I'll even go as far because we already see special editions for $200, $300, right? I mean, we have the Callisto Protocol, which we
got it on sale though, but it went back up.
We got it on sale, but that was $200. The Street Fighter one was $250. So Ness, to your
Tekken
point,
was $300.
Yeah.
To your point, we could be looking at $450 for some of these special editions.
I'm sorry. I'm like it.
I'm out on that.
When we're at $250 and $300, like I have to really, really want the game for me to pay that kind of money. And even then, even after I get, I'm like, damn, this really wasn't worth it. It has to be a really good game because you can't just be throwing collector's editions out all willy-nilly. And for me, when I hear collector's edition, I'm thinking something that's limited, a limited quantity, right? It just, not everybody has it. Something that's really, just obscure. But now, everybody can go and get it. And of course, the company wants to make as much money as possible on the game. I get that from a business perspective. But if you're saying it's a limited edition or a collector's edition, which nowadays they've removed that term limited, we hear just more collector's edition or whatever version they want to call it, just because limited isn't really limited because everybody has it if they want it.
Not if you're Nintendo.
Hey,
that Mario 3D All-Stars, boy. Hey, you see how that game is starting to shoot up. A used copy is almost $70.
I should have got that game when I had the chance.
You didn't buy it?
I got two.
Oh my god, I thought you bought that, man.
I was looking. Well, I had it in my cart and just never hit buy. I just never did it.
I got one opened and I got one sealed.
Yeah, I wanted one sealed. But I just
you didn't get it at all.
I didn't get it at all. Mm-mm. Yeah,
that's crazy. Yeah, man.
All right, if I see it, I'll pick it up.
No, but going back to collector stuff and the prices, right? So we got during the 7th generation, you know, Xbox 3, PlayStation 3, Wii U, 7th, 8th generation, we were used to $49.99. Then it was $59.99. Now it's $69.99. Next, you're gonna say it's gonna be $79.99 or $89.99.
I'm going with Ness. It's going to be higher. I think it's going to be $99. I think it's going to go right to the $100 mark.
You know what though? Because like if it's physical, would you pay $9.99? Now, if it's digital, I don't think. Well, I can't say that. I can't say that because I did buy the digital version of Tekken 8 for like $100.
But there's no difference in price.
But
there's no difference in price for the. I think until it comes down to where digital is say $29.99 and physical is like $69.99.
They're not gonna do that in gaming.
They're not. I know.
Not on like PlayStation, Nintendo, and Xbox. Now on Steam, yeah. But we're the console generation, and the chat, y'all let me know. The console generation is not really used to that. Steam is used to that. Like on getting on the Steam sale, like games all day long, you know. Especially, but like premium games.
If you're a collector, you're gonna pay it because you're gonna want the physical media.
Yeah.
Like I'm not paying $100 for a digital license that they can eventually revoke. I mean, that's just me.
And technically speaking, that's exactly what we're doing with the collector's editions now. Because half of them now don't even come with a physical disc. They come with the code, and now you just have an empty steel book, an art book, maybe some posters, maybe a little mini statue that really wasn't done very well. That's what you get for your $300 or $400 that you drop. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some really, really fire collector's editions that are still coming out. What up, Votary? It's that's fine. But now we're coming to this point where we have, it's the new game. The first one was out. Now the second one's even better. We're going to drop a collector's edition. Give us $250 and you get this, and this. And it's really not much.
But that's why you guys were the reason that I didn't buy the Spider-Man one, because you guys were the ones that Spider-Man 2, mind you, for the PS5, because you're like,
it was such a dope statue though.
It was a good statue, but it didn't give you the game. And the Callisto Protocol is another good one. They didn't give you the game with it. So I bought it separate.
But you know what? Though? I understand it. I 100% understand it. And
but it's a collector's edition for the game.
No. I was gonna say, like Megan in the chat, we had the same conversation like a year and a half ago when Horizon Forbidden West came out, and they had the ones we just got last year. You know that because I sold my original one. Cause I was like, man, I didn't get a disc, but they had a great collector's edition. Steelbook, you open a steelbook, it's no disc. I'm like, what the hell? It's no disc. But I kind of had to get over myself because I'm like, you know what? It's such a cool statue. If these statue or collectible that comes with it, I definitely will buy it, but I won't be happy. But like games like Spider-Man and Horizon, all right, we know in 2 or 3 years we'll be able to get a physical copy for like $5-10. I understand that, but if it's something super limited, I'm gonna like, I don't know, because like what the Final Fantasy Rebirth or even the one Final Fantasy, the first one came out. One had Cloud and this one had Sephiroth. I missed out on both of those because it was just ridiculous, like $300 a piece each, and I hope these Blu-rays really do take off right here. And if you just joined us, guys, we had talked about the physical media. This new, and we're gonna show you right here. This researchers are working on a very big disk, pause, that can store up to 200 terabytes. 200 terabytes of data. If this happens, I think it'd be really great. But this could make, these games $99. And in the chat, would you pay $99? If you're listening to, let me know. Send me a text, send me a email, send me a tweet, send me an Instagram, screenshot all this, get 5 stars. But let me know, would you pay $99 for a 200 terabyte video game? You know, because it's getting there, but it's great, but I don't know the cost, you know. We can't have it, but we can't have it both ways, you know.
The real question is what is this form factor for? We don't have CDs anymore for music, so that's not needed unless we're doing like some crazy full library album of a particular artist and their entire musical library is on this one disc and we're doing a special edition. I could see that. That's cool.
Yeah.
You know, or, you know, you could have a whole movie genre of one director, John Carpenter or, you know, Stephen King or whatever. You could do something like that. I could see that as being the case, but having a disc that's capable of that much data storage doesn't make logical sense for just having one little thing. Now, mind you, I'm sure they could dial it down and make it for whatever it's needed for. But again, I'm like, that's still going to cost money.
You sound like the people that when the computers had 16 megs of RAM and they said, we don't need any more RAM than that. And then,
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that we don't need more.
You can work at Radio Shack and sell them 10 computers.
Right. Well, so I think a lot of these, especially Nintendo's big with orchestras and getting them to do the music. And I think prime example is Final Fantasy. I keep going back to Final Fantasy because it's such a huge, and I'm not a fan of Final Fantasy by any means, but it's a huge game. Call of Duty. I want to say that's around 200 gigabytes as well. You know, you start getting into some of these, and I think you almost have to, because what if you, again, you're a video game publisher, Elliot, and you do another like Crash series, right? Like you have a real high end Crash, and you want to put all 4 games on there. I'm thinking outside the box, right? Mm-hmm. You have the space.
I'm almost to this point to where I'm like, you have the data storage to put as much as humanly possible on this disk now. There shouldn't be any reservations behind putting everything that you possibly can into this game. Being
fair, they don't fill the discs now.
Like I know. That's what the day one patches are for. That's why this is the day one edition, right? The day one edition isn't any. It's just the edition, right?
But they have the room to do it on these discs. They just don't.
Yeah, they do. But it makes me wonder, like an article like this for, you know, that kind of storage, which sounds amazing, and you would think, you know, hearing something like that, what is the real reason why a lot of companies are moving away from the disc? I know it costs money. Regardless of what anybody's going to say, it costs money to produce, whether you've got that in-house or you've got a third party that's producing those discs. Now you've got to populate your data onto that disc, and now you've got to distribute that. So that costs money. They're saving themselves a lot of dollars and cents just digitally selling it online directly from the source. So I don't have to worry about paying a Walmart, a Target, a GameStop, or anybody else. Mm-hmm. You just come to my website and I get all the profits. That helps me.
They're starting to do that now, though.
They are.
This generation doesn't want physical. This generation does not want. They edit their videos on their phone. They download games to their phone. They buy in subscriptions to their phone.
Steve, and it goes back to our podcast last week, the Apple effect. The Apple effect.
We are the anomaly that want to have this. They don't want this.
Not all of them. Most
no, my kids could care less. They don't want. I mean, my son's a little bit different because he's been raised around it. But like his friends, they're like, look at it, like, what is this?
Yeah.
You actually put a game in the system? Like, I just go on the store and buy it.
Hey, Steve,
what's a VCR? What? What's a
Yeah, go ahead.
What is that? What's a cassette tape? What are you talking about?
They-
A Walkman? What? A boombox? Huh?
But that goes back to what Steve was saying too. Like, and I thought about this. It depends on what era you grew up in gaming, because
It does.
a lot of the people who grew up with the Wii are now going after Wii games and what
Yeah.
Wii U, and even like early Switch stuff. So
Yeah.
like my nephew, he's 9. He has a Switch. So when he gets to my age, the Switch is going to be like what? It's going to be retro. He might want to go build a video game collection. So in this time, what are he going to be looking for? PlayStation 4, Xbox One games.
Maybe
I know, but I'm saying
Maybe. Yeah.
we can. I ain't gonna say definitely, but
does he buy? Let me ask you: does he buy digital now?
Yes. Huh?
Does he buy mostly digital now, or does he buy physical?
Both.
Oh, does he?
Both. Yeah. My
Okay.
He just now got an Xbox Series X, and we're gonna talk about Series X in one of our segments in a minute too, because that's crazy. But he has Game Pass. He has Nintendo Online. He has downloaded Switch games, and he has physical games. So he has it all. So is this generation the last generation of like physical media? We don't know, because we always keep saying like physical media is dying. I don't think it's dying. I think physical media is changing, and it's going to be, you're going to have to do a little bit more work to get it. And where those places are going to be going where we can get it. Like if GameStop leaves, y'all, and y'all keep all your GameStop haters out there, if GameStop leaves, we're going to have a huge hole to fill trying to get video games. Best Buy and Walmart already showed that they really don't care.
Right.
GameStop is holding on. But if they leave, who's going to take their place? Amazon, just like this, can like, we got too much money. We don't care.
And your mom and pop shops that sell video games, and I'm talking about like your retro video game shops, they're out of business. Nobody's going to buy them then.
And then what Cake says that the real reason they're moving away from physical media is all about it's
shelf space. They can put other stuff on the shelf space.
It's about profit. Because think about this. Look at Alan Wake Remastered. All right. I just found out that game got a short print run. That game, when it first came out, was like 19 or 30.
I bought it for $20.
$30. Okay. Now it's an $80 game. You think I'm a crowd to developer? They're gonna physically print another game? I said no, just go buy it digitally. They don't really care about that. Once they make their profits, they don't make profits off of used games. They make profits off of digital and new games. Nintendo, they make they make so much money off of a digital store. Digital is convenience, and they get more money for the convenience. It's like us. I don't want to call us dinosaurs, but
so wait, let me ask you something. Can we go back to what Ness said? He said, and we asked the chat room about what would you pay for this type of media. Let me ask you and Elliot.
Okay,
you guys bought this game, right?
Yep.
When you were a kid, how much did you pay for it?
My mama paid for it when I was a kid, so I don't know.
Okay, but mama paid for it like 30, 40 bucks, right?
It was like $40 back.
Yeah, it was like $40. Yeah.
You got rid of it or it got stolen? Did you buy it again?
Did. I did.
I get
multiple copies of that game.
I had multiple copies.
How much?
About $20.
Well, my Left Bros was a little bit more.
Okay, but you bought how many copies of this?
I have 2. I have a Left and a Right Bros.
And you probably have the digital Switch version of it that comes in the subscription that you pay for as well, right?
Yeah.
I don't have the subscription anymore.
But you did. Okay.
I did at one point, yes.
So if you tally up how many times you bought this and how much you play it, you're already close to $200
yes.
on a 30-year-old cartridge.
Yes, but think of time spent, however, right?
I'm not dissing it, but what I'm saying is if you're willing to do that for this, you're willing to pay $200 for a new game that's on one of those big discs.
And they know this. They know this.
Here's where the outlier is, right? That game that you're pointing out, I can always go back and play that. I don't have to download. I don't need a digital version of that because there's not going to be a day one patch. There's not going to be any of that. That's the joys of having a cartridge based video game.
And anything, I've been thinking anything newer than 360 and PS3, I'm thinking of selling and going back and buying the games I'm missing for this, the Super Nintendo, the N64, and collecting that only.
That's a smart decision. That's really good. And like Ness, you say, like collecting, how you say it, Ness?
Collect and play the way that you want to collect and play your games.
Exactly. That's what it really boils down to. Now, guys, we're going to go into our second. How many likes we got? We got 73. So we get to 80. And we're doing another one, but we get to 100, we're doing 3. I mean,
when we get to 100, we change the name of the podcast to the
Shut up. I'm gonna shut your mouth, son. Shut your mouth. All right, so we're getting ready to do Ness. This time you pick a number and you send it to a private chat. Guys, what you know how to do, make sure you're following everybody who's sending questions in or chatting.
Wait. Following. Before you do the giveaway, is this US only?
Oh man, yeah, US.
You only. might want to specify because it's actually going to cost more for the person to get it, or even
US
with custom.
So, like I said, like US base only. If it's Canada, I pay Canada, but US based only. Yeah,
only because like if somebody's over in Europe, they're going to pay duties and it's going to cost more for them to pay.
I'm sorry, guys. On that, we're gonna set something up for you guys on your international guys. We're gonna set up something for you guys later on. Might be like a gift card or something later on, but we're gonna set up for you guys later.
And with this, we'll take a brief moment from our sponsors. This is sponsored by Goodwill and GameStop.
You're listening to the easy sounds of the Right Way podcast. If you really like the podcast, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and don't pay any attention to Retro Neo Ness.
Yes. And drop the retro because he's just Neo.
That's right. I forgot.
I'm just saying, we're not sponsored. Not sponsored. I'm just joking.
Hey, look, somebody said they clipped that.
Oh man.
All right, so you know what to do. Ness, let me see. I'm let me do like this. All right, Ness got the number.
Yep.
All right, guys. So in 3, we got 1 minute. You have to a number between 1 and 100. You will get a brand new a used copy. But me for a dang good game. I'm talking this
That's
game.
a really
solid game. That's one of my favorites.
All right, so we will give a minute in 3, 2, 1, go. Siri, give me a 1 minute timer. Let's go. Let's see who's gonna get the first number. Who's gonna get the number? Let's go.
You got look at these.
Nobody wants the game.
These are classics.
Oh, here we go. We got it. It's coming up. How many people got? We got like 134 people watching. Thank you guys. Y'all are awesome. Tell me. Oh, dang, this number's going through. What
I don't know, my man Detroit Love. I saw he was in here. I didn't get to say hi. We were in a tense conversation, but I did see you.
Somebody got close, but they ain't getting it.
Getting real close.
They are getting real close.
You picked a good number too, man. They're going low because they thought Steve picked it again. It's gonna be low.
Some of that's over 100.
It said 127.
Ooh, y'all getting super close. Nobody's getting it. We got 5, 4, 3.
Wait, why are you timing it?
60 seconds.
Well, what if nobody got it? What the heck, man?
We're gonna get to who got the closest.
Oh, who got the closest?
All right, stop in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. No more numbers. After hold on, no more numbers.
You got to wait because there's a delay. There's like a 10 to 15 second delay.
Right. After this right here is no more. You didn't win home, but that's the last number we stopping at.
Okay, so let's. Good Lord.
So the number was 28. So let's go back when we started. Who got close to 28?
I want to say somebody had a 27. I think.
What? Yeah, somebody had 20.
Joe Nev had 27.
Who did?
Joe Nev. It's at the beginning. You go back.
What's the timestamp for him?
I don't know. Let's see.
Well, you got come on. Oh, Hold on, I almost got
I'm
it.
looking on
there's
YouTube. My bad.
a timestamp usually next to it. That way he can just go back to it right quick.
Did you put, if you find it before
It's
I
at 10:18. 10:18.
1018?
Yeah.
What was it? 27?
Yeah.
Dang it. Them numbers came out quick, didn't it? Everything is at 1018, man.
Oh my God.
Oh, because you did it. Yeah, that's right. Because you only did it for 60. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go find. You see it? Put it up, Ness. You knew where you saw it. Go put it.
What
up.
was the guy's name? You said his name. If he puts it in there.
Here.
Put it up. I'm hiding this current comment. Put it
Well,
up.
guys, while they're doing this,
Everybody put 28 now. Next week we get ready to go to Ness.
guys, this is what happens when you have a union production crew.
Oh, stop.
How many people does it take to produce a show?
He said Joe never said 27. You been
Joe
drinking,
Nev-
man?
He said Joe.
No, look, it's right under. It's like literally at the very beginning, dude. Like if you go back,
You can put it up, right?
I don't have that option to do that, sir.
You don't have that option? Oh, my
You took
bad.
that away from me.
No, I didn't. I put you as a.
No, you took it away from me many podcasts ago.
No, I didn't. Oh,
Yeah, there it is.
Right there, Joe Nev,
Sorry,
27. There you go.
Joe Nev, you win a brand new, a used copy.
You have just won a PlayStation 2 Need for Speed Most Wanted game. It's slightly used and it still plays great, and it's got a complete with manual. Congratulations.
You might have to get this junkie buff, but it's still going to play because it's a PlayStation 2 game. Thank Neil Ness for it. He were yeah. All right.
You are the greatest contestant. All right, congratulations.
Did we get to 80 yet? No, we got 80. Hey, 80, Steve. No, 80 we give another game away, and 100 Steve is giving away the game. Steve, if they give to 100, what will you be giving away?
I'm gonna give you a brand new used copy.
The brand new used copy. What you gonna give away, Steve? I hope it's not good. No, I'm sorry, because I want it. All right, Steve, what you gonna give?
In honor of Ness, we're gonna give away
Oh,
Modern Warfare.
Okay, so since if we can get to 100, I'm gonna add to that.
what? You gonna add to it?
I'm doing this in honor of Ness because it's
We already got 81. No, you're not.
Spider-Man X-Man.
Wait a minute,
You're
hold on.
wrong
You,
Spider-Man X-Man on Super Nintendo.
no, you're not.
Oh, look at this
No, you're
guy.
So I gotta clean it. I just got this at GameStop, but I
You
will
give
make sure
away
it's
that?
clean. I will give this away if we can get to 100.
If we get to damn, wow.
Wait, what AES title are you giving away? I missed that one.
Ness, Super Nintendo. Super
I heard-
Nintendo.
No. I heard AES title. Didn't you guys in the chat room? You heard AES title? I thought.
You know what?
Joe, hold on.
You know what I planned on doing?
Hold on, Joe.
Plan-
Joe, make sure you send me your address on Twitter or Instagram so I can send this game out to you. All right. So, all right, go ahead. I'm sorry, guys.
I did plan on giving an AES game away when I hit 5,000 subscribers.
Okay, that's awesome. Y'all hear that? Go to his channel and subscribe. Don't subscribe. Subscribe and watch. Just don't subscribe. Subscribe and watch. He's
Yeah,
gonna
that's
give
not
away a
clickbait for you to just go and subscribe. If you're not interested in the channel, it's all good. Completely understand. But like, if I would love for you to chime in and actually watch the content and give your feedback. You know, any experience you've had with any of those games. That's
Are
what I
you
like.
peddling your channel? Is that what you're doing?
I am not, sir. I'm just.
Okay.
I love video games and I love to give back. Clearly,
He's a womanizer.
I'm messing with. What's that?
He's a
What did he say?
womanizer. He's a womanizer.
Oh, you're a womanizer.
what are you
Wow,
talking about?
that escalated quickly.
Yeah, don't put those.
No, I'm making a
Wow.
joke, inside joke. So you know what I'm talking about. Remember?
No. Yeah, it's a joke. He's not saying that about.
Oh,
Ness.
I was like, I'm so confused right now. I'm like, that's not a good inside joke, sir.
No. Steve is a womanizer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't get it. Okay.
But
We'll tell you later. We'll tell you later.
You should know what we're talking about. Never mind. Dang.
Sorry.
Nobody's a womanizer. It's an inside joke. Somebody.
It's an inside joke. All right. Anyways, so we have Modern
Oh, yeah.
Warfare and the Super Nintendo game.
Yeah, I know y'all. That's my bad. It's been a busy week at work, so I had to take a week off. I know I said I was going to drop a video this week, and I just didn't. That's my apologies, but I promise I will have some videos up for y'all next week. I promise. Tiberius will be back next week. Tiberius will be back next week.
No, but see, hey, like, seriously, like, guys, we love making videos for y'all, and we forget to the next topic. But sometimes, y'all, we gotta be resting up. Sometimes, guys, like I take you behind the scenes. Last week, and the guys know I've been trying to put this video together for the last 2 weeks, but I love you guys so much. And GameStop had put out that emergency stuff. I had to tell you guys. I had to put like 3 videos out about GameStop and other stuff, especially Xbox. I wanted you guys to get those deals. Like, I got another GameStop video coming like next week probably, and you see all these games in here. So I want you guys to save money. Steve put out a GameStop video. Ness put out a GameStop video. Go look at those videos right now. Make sure tomorrow is Saturday, guys. Go look at the GameStop video, because this is what I'm going to do. Starting now, I'm going to announce it on the podcast. What I want to start doing is I'm going to start doing a section of the video called Pickups of the Week. But I want you guys to send in your best video game pickup. So if you go to GameStop, you get a good deal and you send it to me, I'm going to put it in the video. I'm going to place it on Instagram. I'm going to put it somewhere. I'm going to highlight you guys, and I want to see all the great deals you guys got for being a part of the channel, for supporting. I'm giving back. So let me know what deals you got. You got it. Now, how you going to hit it to me? How you going to get the video or the questions, the questions or the pictures, all that stuff to me? Go to the channel. You'll see where you can contact me at. Send me an email or send the Twitter, all that kind of stuff. We're going to put you guys first and format. I'm putting it on all videos. So we're going to start that in 2 weeks. So I'm going to start getting it. We're going all about you guys. But now let's go to the last thing we talk about tonight. All right. Ness brought this up to my attention. I had just got me an Xbox Series X, a Halo one, after 4 years. And then these jokers, I can't believe it. What are they attempting to do? Well, the rumor might be true. A new Xbox Series X white, but guess what? It's all digital.
I was like, what?
All digital X. Ness, talk about this mess.
Yeah, when I originally read the article, I was like, okay, we get a white Series X. That's cool. I like the design. It's a little bit slimmer than the traditional one. Okay. And then I'm like, where's the disk drive? Like, all digital? What? And I think there's more storage base, apparently. But this is all rumor. So the funny thing about this is that I was actually speaking with a Microsoft rep earlier this week. So I was asking him directly about this. I was like, hey, I'm hearing rumors that you guys are dropping a digital Series X. Is that true? He's like, yeah, we've heard those rumors too. We have not confirmed that at all. I was like, okay, that's fine. That you're not confirming or denying that that console is coming out. I was like, so does it have any validity? He's like, I'll tell you, I will tell you this. Generally, we don't put out a new console unless there's a big chip that comes out. So he says, if you hear AMD releasing the latest chip, then you should probably expect a new Xbox to come out around that same area in time. So that's what he told me. So I don't believe it. I don't think we'll see a digital Series X. But
I believe it.
I don't know. I will. It doesn't make sense. I mean, you have an S.
That didn't make sense.
An S technically is selling the best out of all the consoles. So
I heard.
Well, I mean, it is what it is. But I mean, they're trying. They want the Series X platform to be the platform. Yeah. So I mean, technically, it would make sense if you get rid of the S. Let me do a digital version of the Series X and make it slimmer, give it a bigger hard drive, pause, and all that. I just don't see it. I don't see a new console coming. Like, at least not for this generation, unless we see that in between, like we saw with Xbox One, and then we saw Xbox One X, and then we got the S and Series X, which is the most confusing blend of Xboxes known to man. Because if you remember the beginning of, I'll say the C word, whatever, there was many parents out there that were buying Xbox One X's thinking they were purchasing a Series X, and that was actually the wrong thing. I'm like, oh no. They're like, I got my child the One X. I was like, the One X has been out for a while. Like, no, the new one. I'm like, yeah, you meant the Series X. I bought the wrong one. I'm like, yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. So,
but during that time, the Series S was the easiest to get a hold of. I remember getting it for my son for Christmas, and I'm very anti-digital, but here I am. I'm paying for it every month, and he barely plays it because he plays his PS5. But if I stop paying for it, he loses all the games that are no longer in there
for a little while.
You're able to download
until you resubscribe.
But that doesn't account for the 360 stuff that will go away.
And then he sits there with a $300 paperweight.
You know what?
You can't do anything else with
it. And guys, I released a video that go back and look at it. It tells you when, it tells you what games to get on Xbox. We all kind of making good Xbox 360 videos, but yes, when the 360 store shuts down in the summer, this is how it is. Will we be able to get those games back if we delete them off? I think we will be able to go back and download, but I don't know. I really don't know. That's the whole point, because it's like a lot of digital games that's going to go away.
Can I speak on that on this instance?
Okay.
So I did a lot in the home arcade. Okay, one of the home arcades that was out was called the II Arcade. They recently went out of business.
No,
people had. Well, yeah, but hang on. People had games on there. Since they went out of business, the licenses expired on certain games that people purchased that the company owned. Guess what? They can't download those games anymore if they delete them off their system because they're trying to save space, and the games just magically vanish from the server.
From the wait a minute. From the iArcade?
From the iArcade. So here, let me put this as a hypothetical.
Oh, that's crazy. Oh, so you explain that, man.
Okay, so what happened was there were certain games that iArcade licensed from, say, we'll use Taito as an example, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say they had a 3-year term with them and it gets renewed. Since iArcade went out of business, that contract gets null and void. Taito pulls the license. Therefore, you can't download it from the server. It's gone, but you paid for it. Doesn't matter. They no longer have the license to put it on that hardware. So now the game that you bought because you deleted it because you needed space is gone. You'll never get that game. Now, the indie world has made side loading, and they've made it the workarounds to get it not through the company. We'll say it that way. Okay, for the sake of this podcast. But if you read between the lines, if you're getting it the way you purchased it, you're not going to get it. And it's unfortunate, but that's the reality of it.
That is sad. It
is sad.
That's sad and frustrating because I almost got an iArcade. I really wanted one, especially with the Retromania Wrestling. A lot of those games that are really good.
I sold mine before they went out of business. You know what?
And that makes me so. I'm not going to. Calm down, Steve. Okay, listen. That makes you want to go and hack your system and get everything you need. If you, because like the arcade, at one point I had a lot of arcade 1-ups, and then they just started being trash, not taking care of your customers. They putting out trash products, and then like, why should I support you if you're not like? I'm giving you almost $400. You better goddamn well take care of me.
I mean, Steve, you want to hear the next? the other part of that?
I'm
Since
sorry.
it's an internet,
Hello,
it's
he said breathe.
Yeah,
bro.
breathe my guy. I was like,
I got real mad for a minute. Like I got really
put this man with the fan the man over here, fan him down.
It's
Fan him down.
internet. It's an
Yeah.
internet connected. It's an internet connected arcade. So even if you didn't want them to remove the game, the second your console connects, your iArcade connected to the internet, they pulled the game off your system.
No, man, that's so messed up.
So
That's
what guys
so
were
cool.
doing was they were disconnecting the Ethernet cable from it and playing it offline. Now, the downside to that is some of the games won't play until they get updated. Well, once the last update was done, then it would play. So you connect it.
They got you $400 for the system, and then do you have to pay for each of these downloads, or they were free?
Oh, you had to play. You had to pay for the games. Oh yeah, some were 20, some were 10, some were 2.
What?
Oh no!
Oh yeah. You had to pay for all those games. They gave you like 12, I think, with the system. Oh yeah.
That is the scenario that I don't want to happen right there.
That's why I'm so.
That's the worst case scenario for digital games.
Yes.
That's where the term of I've always said is like they hold us hostage when we purchase the digital games because it's real easy for a developer to get bought out by another developer, and now you've lost the licensing for this, or this company's gone out of business, and now that just falls void. There's a lot of that, and then you have scenarios like this where you've spent $400-$500+ on a device, and you've accumulated all the games that you wanted for $10-$20, and guess what? You may have had a full library of games. All that's been wiped out, so you've virtually lost potentially a couple hundred to $500-$600 on games.
That's crazy.
You can't get that money back.
So wait, there's one guy out there that we support, and I hope Steve gives me the liberty here, but Retromania Wrestling.
Yeah,
I know Mike Herman very well. In fact, we found him the first time he brought this game, which is the successor to WrestleFest. Because I'm feeling in the giving mood tonight, I have a code. It's digital because there's no physical. Supposedly limited run's going to eventually. But Steve, did we get to 100 likes yet?
We are 91 likes.
Listen.
Wait a minute, hold on. I'll just refresh. We're at 91. So we need 9 more likes. We'll get
Do you guys want to win a copy of Retrofest? They just put out an update with Mr. Hughes, and I forget the other person that they put in it. You remember he had the fedora, and he always carried the urn. The Undertaker. Okay.
Somebody says 126. No, I'm talking about like we need likes. We got 91 likes.
We got 96 now.
Yeah. We will give away. I have a code. You can get it tonight.
Oh, it's 98. We about to get there
tonight. I'm going to give Steve the code, and you can PM him on YouTube here or Twitter. We'll give you a code. The only thing I want you to do, if you
at 100, we got 100 likes. Can we get some more? Like, we're gonna get these games away, but how many more? What you gonna say?
I was gonna say. So the only thing I'm asking is that you tweet out a picture when you get it, like screenshot, and say, "Hey, I won this on Mr. Rightway's podcast," and then
you gotta follow everybody on the podcast too. You gotta follow me.
Yeah, we'll tag all us up
on YouTube. Ness is not on Twitter, so don't worry about it.
Don't worry about Twitter. You ain't gotta worry about it. Just Instagram your boy or YouTube. That's all I require.
We got 100 likes. This has been a really good podcast now. 124.
Man, this is great.
Likes, y'all. We really did. We forget really get these games. So I'm not good at picking numbers. I'm gonna let Steve pick a number again.
Well, no. Ness has to pick it if I'm giving the license away, so nobody can say foul play.
Oh, okay.
So we giving 2 more games away. So
Steve, 2 more games. Okay.
So Steve is giving a digital code. Ness is giving away a
Spider-Man X-Men on SNES.
And let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna throw in another one. Oh, what am I gonna throw in?
Let's do this too. Wait a second. Hang on. Pause. I have
all you Xbox lovers. I can't. We'll get Scarlet Nexus on Xbox. If you get this guy. No. You know what? I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this.
What's the digital code for? What can you use?
I'm gonna do another PS5 game.
So with the digital code for we can do it. I have a PlayStation one. You can do it on PS4 or PS5 and get it. And You download the game. It's just like WrestleFest. Retromania they're on Twitter and they're on Instagram, all that stuff. Tag them, say that you want to hear. They just did the update. I was talking to the developer who made it and like, hey, a couple of my buddies, we want to help promote this, do some giveaways and stuff. And we want to get the word out so we can get you. You just got to win it.
Hey, also too, guys, I'm going to do this too because, you know, if y'all saw one of my videos, GameStop gave me a lot of filler games, right? So these are our filler games. So everybody who won tonight, I'm putting an extra filler game in there. So
Hey.
So you get a digital code, you win the digital code, you can get a physical one of these games right here. I'm telling you right now, it might be a sports game or something, but it's gonna be something nice. I mean, it's gonna be something okay that you be able to play with you and your friends, but it's gonna be a digital filler. So tomorrow, Ness is coming over. He'll get that game. I'm gonna send it out. So you can get a
wait, Steve. I got an idea. Since this
What?
is a wrestling game, why don't you do a piece of wrestling trivia and throw it out to people, and they got to answer it, and then the winner gets the code. What do you think?
Let me think of something, but let's do the Spider-Man first.
Okay, so
let's do the Spider-Man. I'm gonna do the number. I'm gonna do the number, and let me see. I'm gonna do the number, and the number is
don't say it.
I know, right? I almost I keep doing that. I get so excited.
He keeps doing he's making me nervous every time he does that.
Like, all right, y'all see the number? Hold on.
Yep, got the number. Go ahead.
All right. So in this time, the first person we're gonna give a minute and 30 seconds. So a minute and 30 seconds. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. Siri, give me a minute and 30 seconds.
LaShawn, you never heard of WrestleFest? Really? That's like the best arcade wrestling game that ever came out. WWF WrestleFest. You gotta look that up.
I just got something huge that I'm gonna give away for 50,000 subscribers that somebody's donating. They just text me, and I think they're gonna put in the chat after in a minute. So,
man,
it's huge.
Is Alex pinging you again?
It's huge. I'm talking about the biggest giveaway. If I get to 50,000 subscribers, somebody's doing it. It's crazy. Y'all gonna hear it first. So did somebody get the number yet?
We got
a winner.
Yep, we got a winner.
Are we gonna do I saw it. I see.
Are we gonna do?
He won already. He won already. He can't win again.
Okay.
Oh, he already won.
Okay.
Yeah, he already won. So I'm not gonna put it out there. I almost put his number out there too. Ooh, I almost put it out there. He almost won.
The winning number's already in the chat.
The number is already in the chat, guys.
And if you've already won a prize tonight, stop putting numbers in. You can't win again.
You can't win again. Yeah, you can't win.
Yo, we don't want no. We're not doing the scalping thing here, guys.
You got 15 seconds.
We ain't doing that.
Oh, somebody got real close.
Real close. Oh man,
somebody just got real close too.
Come on.
2, 1, stop. There we go. We stop. We stop. The person who got it was really close. I'm gonna go ahead. Shut up, timer. God dang. All right. There we go.
Okay, so
you started.
All right, so let's go back. Let's go back to the top and make sure someone didn't already say that number.
Yeah, so the number was.
Don't say it. Don't say it yet.
Yeah,
he's going back to make sure.
I'm gonna go back and make sure that someone earlier didn't have a closer. Let's see.
We stopped at this number. So
okay,
we stopped at this number. So we forget ready to do a check. Guys. So, but anyway, yes. So I don't know if this person if they still in the chat, they need to come up. But if I'm at 30, almost about 35,000 subscribers. So I mean 15,000 more. I'm gonna be doing this on the channel, but somebody has just donated a PlayStation 5.
Whoa!
To the channel at 50,000 subscribers. They've been talking about they want to do this for a while. So that they want to be doing that. So if she pops into the chat and tells everybody. We're gonna do it at 50,000 subscribers. So if you're watching this later on, guys, we're gonna be announcing this all the time. So at 50,000 subscribers, we're gonna give away
Okay.
There she go. Look, there you go. Miss Destiny FOMO is going to. She always said, "Somebody who." She is graciously, and Destiny is one of my good friends. She's been wanting to do this for a while. Seriously, she told me this like 2-3 months ago. She said, "Dude, when you get to like 50 or 100, I want to do this," because she always gets doubles of everything.
Nice.
But she said she's going to help me give away a PlayStation 5. If it does, Destiny, thank you. You said it here first. So I don't have it. She's gonna bring it. So if she don't do it, y'all get her. No, she's gonna do it though. But she's at 50,000 subscribers. We're going to give away a PS5 for a big, and we're gonna have a big celebration. We're gonna have a big party. Also, too, guys, in about a month, we're gonna do a special podcast for the community, and this means a lot of people. You're gonna be able to register. The people who can get in first, you have to be a member of the Patreon. But we're gonna do a live. It's gonna be a long time too. We're gonna do a live vision board podcast. What happened? What y'all laughing about? What the hell going on? What's on? I'm trying to say. What are y'all laughing about?
I know why he's laughing.
He was laughing.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
We'll take that offline.
I'll tell you later.
Oh, okay, we'll take that. So stupid.
I dropped the winner in the chat, the private chat.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go back. So the chat. So the winner is. Let me see. You said it right there. But yeah, we're gonna do that. So details of that coming later. But 50,000 subscribers will give a PS5 away. Thanks, Destiny FOMO. Well, let me go back and get it. And let me see. Oh, at 10:42. Well, everybody was at 10:42, man. But I know. I'm fine. I'm gonna find it. Hold on.
All right, you.
I got it. Joke. No, wait, hold on. Oh, he did win it, but he put the number in. Let me get him again, because he put a lot of numbers in. God,
yeah, there was a lot of numbers. I had to go back because there was a lot of folks that were close, but that was the closest at that time.
Okay,
that boy was like a machine.
There you go, and the winner for
the Spider-Man X-Men Arcade's Revenge on Super Nintendo, the grand prize winner.
Ness is going to mail this out. So
no, I'm not.
76.
Grailbound Gaming, you won.
And the number was
79.
So Grail, and I'm really happy Grailbound won this, because Grailbound Gaming shows up every freaking week to the chat, guys. He shows up every week. So
he listens to this nonsense every week.
Congratulations,
man! I feel sorry for you, dude. I really do.
Who's gonna win wrestling? I got a wrestling question. So, and it should be easy. What I want to know: what is going to be the main event, night one for WrestleMania 40 in Philadelphia? First person who answers is going to win. You gotta know. Let's go. Who's gonna get there? I bet this.
Did they announce that already?
Well, we already know, kind of, yeah. But okay. They haven't officially. But what is going to be? Yes.
We'll go off of your.
Well, you know what? Let's go like this. Let's go. Night two WrestleMania, the main event of WrestleMania. What is night 2? Give it to me. Marvel's got it. Well, we do. The Rock and Roll. Good job. I'm happy Marvelous won. Marvelous show up every week.
And then we get to watch Rock turn on Roman the following night. That'll be awesome.
And you know what? Night 2, somebody says Roman versus Cody. The winner will get that. We'll get a PS5 game. You won that too. You guys make sure you email me or you get with me. Make sure you tell me who you was. And make sure you seriously don't steal nobody else's gift. Just text me or Instagram me, all that kind of stuff.
So wait, with me. Who won the Retromania?
Retromania was won by Marvelous.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me get you that code over. Do you want me to text it to you?
You can just screenshot and text it. Yeah, screenshot it, or don't private chat it. Just text it to me. Text it in the chat.
I'll just. Well, no, I can't do it.
Just text it to me. Text it to me.
Yeah. I'll
and then M.A. Sorry win a PS5 game. So you make sure you hit me up, guys. We're gonna put some extra games with that too. So you get a PS5 game and a PS4 game. I'm not gonna show you which it is, but you got 2 games right there. Guys, we had a really good podcast tonight. It's been really good. We had 3 great topics. Goodness gracious, almost 130 people at one point. Golly,
Yeah, that's incredible.
are amazing.
This was our best one.
Yeah. Goodness gracious. And every week I'm gonna try to get something, guys. We got a lot of stuff to give away. We got a lot of great stuff. I bought some more stuff at GameStop. I want to give every week. I got how many more games over here I gotta give away? Oh, and also too, you saw the live podcast in 2 weeks at Game On Expo. We're gonna have a special guest, Mega Ran. We're gonna be talking about video game music and pro wrestling video games. We're gonna have music, fun, and games. It's going down, and only way you can maybe see that is there being live or subscribing to the Patreon. On Patreon, Mr. Right Way. Go support your boy because everything you do on the Patreon, it goes back into the channel. Let's get these Patreon numbers up. We're gonna give you special videos. Also, they took off a video on YouTube, so go check out the Horny Boys video. So they took it off of YouTube because it was too hot for YouTube. Oh.
So what you're saying, what I'm hearing here is, Ness, you and I got the weekend off in 2 weeks.
Yeah, we do.
I'm down.
Well, next week I'm gonna be a SmackDown, so we're gonna do the podcast early. We might pre-record it. We're gonna do something, but
no, we ain't gonna pre-record it. We gotta make sure it's live for the fans, man.
Yeah,
wait, whoa! You're going.
We might do it Thursday or Saturday. We might do it Thursday, but we're not gonna miss live. We're gonna.
You can't do it Thursday. I can't do it Thursday. I got creators.
We'll talk about it. I know, Steve. Promote your Thursday show and stop being like a little jabroni. You know what?
I can't be in 2 places at one time. Come on. No, we Thursday night, we just had Ness on. We had Steve on a few weeks ago, Creators Corner. If you have a favorite creator, get in touch with me. I'd love to interview them and put them on because it's all about the creator. It's about hearing their story. It's one of the great things that you wanted to know how Mr. Right Way got started. Go watch Creators Corner. He talks about it, how the military changed his life in video games, and even Ness had a story. Who would have thought his mom
story?
Who would have thought his mom was going to say, "Listen, if you don't get the highest score in Pac-Man, you ain't getting a new game."
It was a good episode. It was so much better than
mine. Go watch it.
And Neo Ness, my brother, he'll be over here tomorrow to buy 2 Neo Geo games from me. He better show up early.
I am going to show up early. I'll probably have some footage for y'all for that transaction. But yeah, be back next week with a new Mission Neo Geo video of myself and Tiberius. Have a very exciting episode coming to you. So very excited for that. And then I'll have some more Xbox related content coming for you as well. So I appreciate you. And always, like I say, collect and play the way that you want to collect and play your games.
Yeah. And yes, the stuff I will be, y'all see in Phoenix come out. I'm gonna be giving some games, take some pictures. Mega Ran's gonna be there, get his new album, his CD, his children's book. We're gonna have a freaking good time. It might be Saturday, the last day, but we're gonna show up, and have fun. And always we're gonna do it the right way. We'll see y'all next time, guys. Love you, thank you, and see you.